Hello, viewers. This is Cynthia Michael from Screw Reviews, bringing you a new podcast. I'm going to bring you a new podcast from my segment called the Black Lightning Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change our adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change our adult language. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode. Let's get into the latest episode of Black Lightning. So basically, this episode picks off from last week's episode. So basically, Camille, aka Painkiller, and Jennifer managed to make it to the night. Well, managed to get away from Jefferson, Anissa, and that bounty hunter Cutter. So anyway, but Cutter managed to cut Camille Anyway, Cutter managed to cut Camille with one of her poison knives. So basically, Camille was in bad shape. So basically, they was held up. So basically, they got to a barn. So basically, Jennifer went into town to go get some antibiotics to help Camille with his being poisoned by Cutter's poison knives, to stop try to kill try to kill Painkillers, being poisoned from Cutter's knives. So anyway, so basically later in the morning, Jefferson, Jeremy, and Anissa was still at Camille's house. So basically, they was asking, do you know where they were going next, and so basically, Camille's ex, they didn't tell me where they were heading next. So anyway, so basically, they figured that they also figured that they figured out that figured out from the fight that Camille got poisoned by Cutter's poison knife. So basically, they figured that Jennifer will go be looking for medication to treat Painkillers poison problems. So anyway, while that was going on, Jefferson gave a promise, told Lynn that what happened with Jennifer and Painkiller. So basically, Lynn went to Painkiller's mama's house and tried to find any new explanation where Painkiller and Jennifer was heading. So basically, she found a picture of Painkiller's daughter. So basically, she went back to Gammy's tailor shop to try to find Gammy's. Tried to find Painkiller's daughter. That way, if she knows anything where Painkiller may be going with Jennifer. So anyway, Jennifer managed to get to the hospital, stole some medicine from one of those dispensers. One of those medicines. Blah blah blah. tongue tied. So basically, still some medicine, someone that was she by using her power. So basically, while she was leaving the hospital, it turns out that Jefferson, it turns out her father and sister was over at the hospital looking for her. So basically, she managed to dodge them, but Cutter was right behind her, but Jennifer didn't notice. So basically, Cutter followed Jennifer back to the barn. Meanwhile, in a side plot, some young genius brother named Todd Green who just got kidnapped and Grant to. So basically, some young black genius nerd dude named Todd Green was just not a grant from some type of college shit like that. So basically he made a scene. So basically the people, turns out the reason why he was denied the grant is that some rich white person bought bought the members of the board who was supposed to give Todd Green the grant in the first place. So basically he made a scene and basically he was kicked out of the university. So anyway, when he got to his car, he found a note from Tobias, and telling him to come to the 100 Club. So basically, later that night, Todd went to the club. Tobias, so basically, Tobias made Todd Green an offer to help, to work for him. So basically, I figured he must have hired Todd Green to figure out how to use whatever is inside Martin, whatever is. I think it must have to do with Martin Parker's briefcase. So basically, that's my thinking. That's why I'm thinking that why Jafar hired Todd Green to help him figure out Martin's briefcase, wherever we'll figure out what's inside Martin Parker's briefcase and shit like that. Anyway. So basically later that night, Jennifer gave medicine, but it was not working. So basically, she doesn't figure out what's wrong. Figure out how to cure painkiller from Color's poison eyes. Was about to die. So basically, she went outside to clear her head, and by using her powers, she managed to spot Color in the forest and managed to catch her. Use her powers to catch Color and made her and got the antidote for her poison eyes and basically cured Camille. So basically, Jennifer caught painkiller, got the antidote from sorry, I'm a little tongue tied tonight. Anyway, blah blah blah. So basically, Jennifer managed to catch Cutter, got the antidote from Color, and she used the antidote to cure painkiller up the poison from Cutter's knife, poison knife. So anyway, so basically, once Canelo felt better, felt better, they left the cutter tied up and gone. But but a few minutes later, Jefferson used his powers with the combined powers of Jefferson. Jefferson managed to track down, he managed to track down where Jennifer and Painkiller was hired out at by using his powers and the tech from his suit. So basically, but they got there too late. Painkiller and Jennifer already left, and so did Cutter. So basically, she got free. But before she got free, she told Jennifer and Painkiller that you guys are all dead. So basically, you guys are all dead. So basically, it turns out that Cutter called Tobias earlier at the club, and Tobias was not happy. So basically, Bias was in a bad mood that Cutter used poison on Painkiller and what that almost killed him. So anyway, Khalil is basically Khalil, aka Painkiller, and Jennifer, worked in the truck, leaving the area leaving the area in some old truck. So basically at that moment, Khalil asked Jennifer to go back home, and Jennifer was like, no way. After what we've been through, I'm gonna ride out with you. So, I'm gonna ride out with you. So basically, Camille, aka Painkiller, tried to get Jennifer to go home, but she was not trying to hear that shit. So basically, that's cool. Was like, okay, then we stick together. So anyway, then we cut to a new metahuman with the power to teleport, killing some white people. It turns out. We cut to a new bounty hunter who is a metahuman, killing some people, blah blah blah. So basically, he had a phone call, probably from Tobias, to come to Freeman. So basically, Tobias hired this new metahuman who has the ability to teleport to hunt down Khalil, aka Painkiller, and so basically, at the end of the episode, Tobias, probably hired this new bounty hunter with the metahuman powers to teleport to hunt down Painkiller. So basically, the episode ended with this new metahuman, leaving to go to Freeman to hunt down Painkiller. So anyway, that's how the episode ended. So basically, this will be it for the Black Lightning review. So basically, Black Lightning is coming back on January the 21st? Yeah, the 21st. So basically, Black Lightning will return, on January the 23rd. So basically, that will be my next Black Lightning review. So anyway, that date will be my next Black Lightning review. So anyway, until January the 1st, this is Sincere Michael from Screw You Review, signing off. 1.